She's got a sister, she's tall and rough, she's a hometown gal, and she. Hey Sasha and the Noob, this is Reid Paley, and I'm so happy that Talkin' Funny is back. I can't wait to hear more from Army the Octopus and the hilarious Laugh Cougar. And that pretty Debbie Shortcake, ooh la la. I'll be tuning in every Tuesday night at talkinfunny2020.com.
Hey, welcome to Talkin' Funny. It's the funny, silly talk show based on a variety of streaming things that you have on the YouTube and the Facebook and the Twitters and all the funny places where you can watch the silly content. My name is Sasha, international hilarious comedian, joined this week, as always, by my lovely sidekick, whose name is The Noob. Hey, buddy, big ups. Of course, the Noob, he cannot talk because when he was a little kid, he watched his father kill his mother. So, remember that? All right. Anywho, so this is Talkin' Funny, and tonight's a very different show. Obviously, there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. So, we're going to come on here and do our silly thing. But one way we're going to deal with the chaos right now is for every viewer that tunes in, and I'm keeping an eye on how many viewers we have for the show, we're going to make a donation, and we'll round that number up to a nice big fat number to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which helps to bail out protesters in Minnesota who are out there doing their best to protest. All this stuff. I'm not going to talk about that anymore tonight. But just know that that's there for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. You're going to hopefully take your mind off of all sorts of things and watch our silly, crazy stuff. We've got Big Raj says, hell yeah, buddy. Thanks, Big Raj. We're so happy that you tuned in. We got Dave says, I'm amazingly sad to say that we planned our night around watching this show. Well, you made us very happy that you did that. So that's great. What the hell is this criminal doing? I think was in response to Reid Blagojevich's endorsement of the show. We can't help what his favorite show is. And also a big hello to the world's most dangerous audience, buddy. Speaking of which, let's say hello to the Laugh Cougar. Hey there, buddy.
Hey, good evening. Good evening. Thank you.
Yes, says Alex. And Elam just won't let this go. You had a criminal intro your show. We did, but it's his favorite show. That's nothing that we can help. Don't be sad. It's our Tuesday night traditions, as Ramona and Alex is happy. She's happy sometimes. Oh, Tim Style, this jackass asked me to bring back the eyebrow ring. So happy you're tuning in, Tim. It's lovely to see your name. Tim, you stick around because I know you especially are going to love the musical guest that we have later today. But we'll get to that. First, we're going to welcome, we have a call. We're going to take a telephone call before even our guest. Hello there, caller.
Oh, hi. How are you?
We're pretty good. What can we do for you, buddy?
Oh, we just wanted to say hi. We're Sasha's long lost relatives, or the Noobs. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Noobs. That's great. Well, it's nice to have relatives and to have people say hello, George and Linnell. Thank you for coming into the show. So this week, our very special guest, this guy, Tim Barnes, is very recently a new writer for the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So Laugh Cougar, you're gonna love the guy. Let's say hello to Mr. Tim Barnes. Hello there, Tim.
Can you hear me? Hey,
hear you, buddy.
Yes. Excited to be on the show.
Oh, we're happy to have you on the show,
Sasha.
It's great to have you, Tim. You have to tell us. You're writing for the freaking Tonight Show.
Yeah.
One, what's that like during the pandemic? And two, how do you handle all the serious shit that's going on right now?
Well, the answer to the first question is the room that you're in is which seems to be the Tonight Show studio in 30 Rock is a space I've never physically been in, because I started writing for the show while in quarantine.
That's got to be tough because
Yeah.
you're the new guy. Well, that's rough right away. But then
Yeah.
also you don't get to like hang out at the water cooler and have a funny, silly jokes with all the other writers.
There's none of that.
How do you prove yourself?
I don't know. I'm in a lot of Zoom meetings and just try and pitch ideas that Jimmy Fallon will do on the show. And then the answer to your second question is we're figuring it out. Jimmy's been doing a lot of soul searching, and he's sort of yesterday he had a lot of in-depth interviews with people to learn about how he can best help out, and he's doing the same tonight. So it's everyone on the show is doing a lot of reflection.
Reflection is good, and I want you to reflect. We have a caller question. It's Tim. Do you have constant diarrhea from Alex?
How did you know? Is there something about my body language?
Your diarrhea is showing, Tim.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, that's
are you psychic?
She says, "Wow."
Oh my God! What kind of show is this?
I don't know, Tim. We actually have a clip of some of your early work on the Tonight Show. This is you on the Tonight Show, and we're gonna watch it. The Noob and I had a couple questions. But we want to get your take. Explain this clip for us.
Hey everyone, I'm Tim Barnes, a new writer for The Tonight Show. I started working here during the pandemic, so in case you're wondering, no, I don't know what 30 Rock smells like, so you can stop asking me, Mom. Anyway, this next sketch you're going to watch is one of my favorites, from back when Jimmy hosted Late Night. It has what I consider to be the three facets of a great sketch. 1,
titties.
2,
more titties.
And 3,
lots and lots of titties.
just not comedy without
Bodacious tatas.
Enjoy.
Tell us about that. What is it about titties that you think is so important for a comedy sketch?
Well, it's something that every mammal on this earth respects and gets nourishment from. I think it's impossible not to respect two of the most important organs on Earth.
I'll buy that. Noob, what do you think, buddy? Laugh Cougar, you were working on some jokes for the Tonight Show. You wanted to run past Tim Barnes. Deliver a joke for him. Show him what a funny Laugh Cougar you can be.
Do I have to introduce the Laugh Cougar?
You know what? The Laugh Cougar he's gone mute on us. We'll get back to the Laugh Cougar. Probably he is stunned. He's terrified. But we do have a question. Here's a live caller, Chuckster. Hello there, Chuckster. What can we do for you, buddy?
Chuckster. Oh.
Nothing.
What am I?
Chuckster.
It's like everyone's getting the memo about my diarrhea. They're all.
That's true. That really quieted everybody. Chuckster, try hanging up and calling back, buddy. We'll put you on the show. And Laugh Cougar, same for you, my man. So, Tim, because you're the very special guest, we have some fun, silly games to play, and you get to pick which one that you get to play. So you get to choose between a game called Who Said Creamy and a game called, I don't know, any thoughts about these ice creams?
I'm going to go for, I don't know who has any thoughts about these ice creams.
Okay, that's great. Let's get this game on the screen. So this one was kind of a tough game to explain, Tim. We really just...
And you designed this?
Yeah, I make all the games. We help from all the...
Who is this person? Who is this person moving around?
This is Mr. Pointy.
Mr. Pointy.
Yeah, he points at things, and what you have to do is pick a freezer, and then we'll see if you have any thoughts about that ice cream.
And is that a finger he's pointing with, or...?
Yes, that's his finger. He points with the finger.
Okay. And I have to pick which of these freezers.
Well, you just pick. We're going to go through all the freezers, and you pick one, and if you have any thoughts about the ice creams.
Okay.
Really
number 5 is really piquing my interest. Freezer number 5.
So do you have any thoughts about this ice cream, Tim?
I think this ice cream has a really weird tongue. What's going on there?
I don't know. That's not for me to decide.
Huh.
All right, let's keep it going. Any other freezers you want to take a peek at, Tim?
How about freezer number 3?
Freezer number 3. That's a great one. What do you think about this ice cream? Any thoughts about that?
She's well, I don't know if it's, they are very shocked by something.
They do look pretty shocked.
Yeah.
All right, let's move this one. Which freezer?
Sometimes you need to look yourself in the eye and come to terms with things.
That's pretty true. I did like his mid contemplation.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good observation. Let's check another freezer, buddy.
I'm gonna go with freezer number 4.
Freezer number 4. Ooh, any thoughts about these ice cream, Tim?
Well, his nose is very excited.
We have Tim Styles says Turkey's got a scrotum nose. I think he's talking about this guy. But
Is that what they tend to look like?
I don't know. I've never seen a turkey or a scrotum, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick another freezer, Tim.
Let's go for a classic like freezer number 1.
That is a classic. Freezer number 1. Ooh, what about this ice cream? Any thoughts?
It seems a little like this ice cream might be a little sick, might be a little under the weather.
Okay, that's possible. Where are we going next, Tim?
Freezer number 2.
Freezer number 2. Ooh, any thoughts about this ice cream?
I like this ice cream. That's an ice cream that I would buy. If that was the logo of an ice cream, I would definitely purchase it out of all the ice creams I've seen so far. Thank you for saying for saying that.
Yeah, they're talking again about this other one. It's people won't let this one go.
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
Huh.
Let's hit that last door.
Yep, why not?
What do you got there, Tim?
Here we have some sort of creature with a peanut hat, or a detective. Oh, no, this is a detective vampire, Clifford the Big Red Bear.
Okay, that's pretty good. Tim, you played that game as if you had played it a million times before. I want to congratulate you. Very well done.
Pretty good at games.
Yeah, Laugh Cougar's here, though. I think he's got ready to deliver that joke. Go for it, Laugh Cougar.
That's right. I'm so sorry, boys. I got caught looking at swamp people. But here's the joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
There you go. A turtle.
Turtle who?
Turtle go down if you flush it.
Oh, Laugh Cougar. That's great. Tim, what do you say? Is that the Tonight Show materials?
Let's just say if you didn't say this on a live feed and you just handed it to me, maybe I'd try to slide it in, see if it gets on the show.
Well, it's not too late to do that. I can edit it out of this show, and then we'll all watch the Tonight Show and see if it gets...
all right, everyone tune in.
We have a question from one of the viewers there, Tim. She says, last week, Sasha said you wrote for the new All That. Did you love it growing up, and what was your favorite sketch?
I did love All That. I watched it growing up. What was my favorite sketch? Good Burger, of course, is a classic. I used to really love this sketch that they would do called Know Your Stars, where they'd have a celebrity on. I think the one that you can still find on YouTube, it was like Britney Spears, and it goes, "Know your stars, know your stars, know your stars," and it would just say a random thing like Britney Spears, and Britney Spears is sitting like on stage. Britney Spears puts lasagna in her underwear, and she's like, "No, I don't do that." And there's just like a list of things like that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I used to watch that when I was a little kid too. I thought it was a pretty funny show. But you were writing for the new version. How
reboot? What was that?
How exciting was it to write for the new iteration of All That?
Really, really exciting. Not only because I used to watch the show, but because writing for that show was my first official television writing job. So it was exciting in that way. And I got to meet Kel. I got to meet Lori Beth Dinberg, all these original cast members. and it was great. And the head writers were these two guys who had written for All That since the beginning. It was all just like this amazing, surreal experience. Probably one of the best jobs in my life.
That's awesome, and I bet you actually got to go to the writers' room back then and hang out instead of having to work from home.
Yeah.
Ramon loves learning French with Pierre Escargot. She loved that sketch. And
Yes.
Elizabeth wonders if you're from Chicago, Tim.
I'm not from Chicago. On stage, I usually tell people I was born in a small town in African America, but that's not true. That's a joke.
Oh, okay. What town were you born in?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. That's fitting. So why did you move from LA all the way to Chicago?
So I grew up in LA, and then my family moved to a part of California in the Inland Empire, in the Riverside area. Oh, Repairman, Man, another classic. Yeah. And Coach Cretin is great too.
Yeah.
And then at some point I decided I want to pursue comedy, and I moved to Chicago with a high school friend of mine named Ian Abramson. And because we both wanted to get into improv, and we really just believed in the idea of a hero's journey. We need to get away from our family, really dive into comedy, see if we can, pull it off. And luckily, I'm here now with you.
Well, it must have worked, the hero's journey, because now you write for, one, you're a guest on Talkin Funny, but you're also writing for The Tonight Show, which is nothing to sneeze at.
It's not. And it's, technically a reboot. I mean, Jimmy Fallon isn't the first host of The Tonight Show, so this is like the 5th reboot or something of.
It's true. Yeah, that's right. And this is, The Noob and I were not the original hosts of Talkin Funny.
Oh, really? Who was the original host?
We were. I'm fucking with you. That we were. Vital Information with Lori Beth Denberg was fire.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing how many people. There's a lot of crossover between Talkin Funny and the original All That series, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Fat Cop.
Is that some sort of judgment you're making about me, or?
I assume maybe that was a funny character. We got Tim Style asking, are you hoping to get the gig writing for SNL? Or are you looking for the new Corky Romano? I hope somebody is Tim Style. My goodness.
It would be really cool to start to write for SNL. That would be awesome. I think there's a second part is come up with that one great character that turns into a mad movie.
Yeah, is that the goal? I can't imagine him, but if it is, I got a couple that maybe you can, use.
When you think about comedy all day, it's hard to say something on the spot.
I hear you. Yeah. You know who can rescue you? It's our buddy Big Raj with the question. Hey there, Big Raj. What do you got, buddy?
I can rescue anybody. I'm like the Tidy Bowl man toilet.
Does that mean sour candies, Big Raj?
Yeah, you might as well go for it.
You may as well. Okay, Tim, get your sour candies out.
Was I supposed to bring sour? You both have sour candies.
Just check your left pocket. Check your left pocket. You should have a.
You did not put that in the email.
Oh.
About the show.
Oh, these are rough today.
Fidget spinner.
That counts. Thank you, Big Raj. Good to see you, buddy. Oh boy, we got a couple other people with funny things to say.
Detective Dan. Detective Dan came back in the new All That.
That's great.
And he, with his daughter, Detective Ann.
We got.
Did someone say Joseph Campbell was their favorite All That sketch?
I think, yeah. You don't remember that sketch?
The hero's journey. That's why they said it.
There we go.
There we go.
Fat Cop, Danny Tamborelli. That's the dude from Pete and Pete, yeah? He was on All That.
He was on All That. He was on he had his own version of Vital Information at one point. Vital Information was like the Daily Show for kids.
That's right. Did Pete and Pete make an appearance on the new one?
On the new All That? Not to my knowledge. No.
Oh,
They should.
Really crappy candy. Tim, buddy, one, I want to thank you for spending some time with us. You're one of those guys in Chicago. You did a couple shows with us, and you're always fun as heck to work with. And when a guy like you gets a gig like the Tonight Show, we get excited. When people like Kumail go on to these movies and then stop
Yeah.
getting emails,
That has to be. I was actually talking about that like a couple of weeks ago. That has to be surreal for every person who went to open mics with Kumail, and I never met him before, but in Chicago to see him now, super buff, about to be in a Marvel movie.
we produced shows for him, and now he won't email me. So I wrote to him last week, and I said, "I hope you diarrhea on your mom's face. And if I burn the bridge, I burn the bridge." But I think he burned the bridge, to be honest. I don't know where to go from there either, Tim. But it's a joy to have you. Thanks so much for spending time with us.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll catch you on the band. Oh, one thing we ask every guest when I remember to is that what we try to do is we're trying to get all the way up to Gary Busey as a guest on the show.
Okay.
That by everyone who's on the show, recommend someone who's a little more famous than them, who's like next on the list of famous people. So who's the baby step from Tim Barnes? Who's a little more famous than you?
A little more famous than me. I never thought about where I was on the fame scale. Can you tell me who's right below me in fame? And then maybe I can...
Actually, I think right below you might be Gary Busey. So maybe we're going the wrong way. Right below you in fame, I think he's like the progressive insurance lady.
Okay.
So who's next after Tim Barnes?
Who is next after me on the fame scale of IMDb? I want to say the second youngest Charmin Bear.
I won't disagree with you, buddy. That's a great suggestion. We're going to take that bear, try to get them on the show. Tim Barnes, it's a pleasure as always. We hope to see you around soon, buddy. Take care.
I believe in you.
So that was Tim Barnes, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do next, we have a musical guest by the name of Reid Paley, who is one of our favorites. He's going to blow your nose off. He's so freaking talented. And me saying that just made Siri start playing Haley Steinfeld and Alesso. I don't know why. Anyway, we're going to do a quick 60-minute intermission. We're going to show you some cute, adorable puppies, and then we'll be right back with Reid Paley.
If you need me, you'll find a way. There's trouble tomorrow, kill yesterday. Gonna lay my body down, take what you want from me. And if you're looking for shooting stars, come get my pistol in Mars. Gonna lay my body down, take what you want from me. I'm on my way now, might find a friend who might lead me home again. Might find a savior, might wanna say, you're right, I'm wrong, not yet, but it won't be long. Come drag my broken bones away. Know if you want me, you ought to know. Down by the river, that's where I go. Wanna lay my body down, take what you want from me. Take what you want from me.
Reid Paley, what a serenade, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. We got Alex who remarks solid strumming.
Why, thank you.
You know,
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite songs of yours too.
thank you, Sasha.
I love it.
Thank you, Sasha. Hello, the noob. How are you?
You know, the noob loves you because the noob
And I love the noob.
he grew up. You know, he watched his father kill his mother, and now he's undergoing severe psychological difficulties. But it's, if I can speak for him, which I always do actually, it's music like yours that does it for the guy.
Yeah, that kind of says it. Yeah.
That's beautiful. You say that you are laughing in the face of life's unrelenting ugliness.
You know, that's just something I did on and I hate social media. I actually put that on a resume a billion years ago when somebody was convincing me to actually have a resume and get a job.
Oh,
and that wasn't part of my special talents. Unending ability to laugh in the face of life's unrelenting.
Yeah, that's a really important talent right now, especially. I think that's
yeah.
You'll outlive us all, Reid Paley.
A lot of yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. I'd like to say hello to the Laugh Cougar.
Oh, Laugh Cougar, buddy, what do you got?
Laugh Cougar.
Hey, buddy. I also have a resume. It says I do one impression.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
We don't know which it is. Oh, Laugh Cougar. Buddy, Reid Paley, you want to stick around and play a game with us, buddy?
I absolutely do, and I'd like to also say hello to Pretty Debbie Shortcake.
Oh my God, you've seen the show. You reminded me we haven't said hello to Pretty Debbie Shortcake, so Pretty Debbie Shortcake, say hi.
Oh, it's Reid Paley, my favorite.
Oh, it's
How are you?
Ooh la la. And let's say hi to Army, buddy. Army is also laughing in the face of life's unrelenting ugliness.
Clearly.
That's kind of his thing too.
Yeah.
Before we play this game, tell us about your latest album, Approximate Hellhound. We love it.
Latest album that came out about 1,000 years ago.
But that's fine. It's appropriate every day. I listen to it all the time.
Thank you.
As well.
Yeah,
Where can people get this thing?
there are downloads, I guess. They're probably kind of sold out.
You know what? We'll just email them the MP3s. It's
For
fine.
free for all you cheapskates out there.
That's true. That's right, buddy.
That's what people like. You know, that's why bands carry T-shirts on the road, because you can't download a T-shirt.
This is true. You cannot yet. Alex Cara says, Reid, we should hang out. To heard the music.
Are you sure about that?
Tim Style commented on your nice diminished chords. Ooh.
Why, thank you.
I guess Tim also plays the guitar.
Diminished chords? I don't know. If I did, they're completely by accident. I don't even,
No, they're extra diminished over here.
kind of
All right, buddy, we're going to play a game with you. This one, the game that's left is called Who Said Creamy? And the object of this game is you need to figure out which of these characters said, like you heard somebody say creamy earlier, and you're like wondering who said creamy over there?
I don't know.
You want to know? All right, so who are you going to start with, Reid Paley?
Oh, my God. Well, I need to start with the green guy in the upper left-hand corner, I think.
Okay, let's see if this is the guy who said creamy. No, what did he say, Reid?
I don't know.
He said creamy.
Oh, creamy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's close, but you made a mistake. That's not the guy who said creamy.
Okay.
Where else are we going to go?
Promise I'll do better.
You get
Promise.
a lot of tries.
I know I'm so terrible. I promise I'll do better for you. How about the girl in the pink dress over there on the other side there?
A girl? Okay. Take a look. What did she say? Oh, she said crummy.
Crummy. Well,
I understand how you misheard.
I think I did her in high school.
You may have. Where are we going next, Reid Paley?
You know, I don't know. I don't want to go all top row, but I really like the very tense rabbit in the middle.
Tense rabbit in the middle.
I kind of identify with him.
Oh, he says schloopy.
Yeah, well, there you go. I would
Not
say
even close.
not creamy.
I don't know how you misheard that one, but you got it wrong.
I don't know. I'm, because I'm, contrary to what some people might think, I'm not very bright. Let's try.
Wait, Alex is recommending you go with banana grandma nipples.
Banana Grandma Nipples was the name of my band in high school.
Yes.
Make fun.
Well, I think she means this guy.
Oh, that one over there. Okay, yeah, why not? Let's move that one.
No, he said Tramby. Tramby.
Holy fucking kid.
Yeah, close. We got two left to read. We have this robot, and we have this like cloudy, flesh-colored thing. Where are we going?
This is my driver's ed test all over again. All right, how about the the kind of vaguely sick-looking, lumpy tongue guy?
Look at this, creamy. You did it, Reid Paley.
Finally.
And the robot said crimpy, which is also close.
Well, because he wants to crimp things.
It's entirely possible. Reid Paley, way to go. That was.
Well, I mean, I'm working with you.
We have Reid, I have some dirt from Robert Johnson's grave, if you would find it inspirational. Actual dirt as in gossip, Tim style, or like the dirt from the grave? I don't know. And Dave has a question for you. What are your thoughts on today's racial political conversations? In a few words.
Shit needs to be fixed, and it's needed to be fixed for a long, long fucking time.
All right. Well, we're going to throw a lot of money tonight, thanks to all these viewers, to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. So hopefully it does a thing.
I gave those guys money.
That's great, buddy. Oh, that's good. Well, we appreciate that. And Alex says, well said on your thought.
Thank you.
He said it way better than the noob could have, because when the noob was a kid, he watched his father kill his mother, and therefore...
Kind of not fair.
Yeah. Reid Paley, we want to thank you so much for spending time with us today, buddy.
Thank you.
Put that album up there again. I highly recommend it. This is
ReidPaley.com, ReidPaley.bandcamp.com.
Oh, wait.
And all other kind of crap. It's horrible. I mean, I'm very easy to find. It's really terrible.
Look at this. ReidPaley.com and on Twitter at Reid Paley. Put this up.
I don't really pay attention to that Twitter thing.
Well, that's how we found you, buddy. So we're
glad you lucky I was looking at it.
That's right.
It was just kismet.
That's awesome.
It was fate, Sasha.
Reid Paley, we love that you're on the show, buddy, and we hope we cross paths many more times.
That'd be great.
Buddy. Laugh Cougar, what do you think about Reid Paley, buddy?
I thought he was fantastic. Very handsome, great at games.
Was very handsome, and he was pretty good at games. That's true. We're gonna do one more race before we call this show, and we're gonna bring who do we got? Oh, you know what? Chuckster. I was going to bring Chuckster on. He was sitting in the waiting room for so long, but now he is gone again. So big surprise. We got Big Raj though. Hey there, Big Raj.
Hello. How are you?
Big Raj, I want you to pick who's going to be the winner of the race this week. Now, last week it was Sasha. The week before that it was Sasha. Who are you going with this week, Big Raj?
I'm gonna go with Octi the octopus.
Octi the octopus.
Yeah, even though Sasha's gonna win, but we'll go with octopus.
I don't know who Octi the octopus is, but I do know who Army the There you go, buddy. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put all of our money for Big Raj on Army the Octopus, and let's start this race. All right.
Oh, there goes Sasha again.
Go, Sasha.
Come on, Sasha.
Zip in the head.
Come on. Come on, Army. Move,
Which
Army.
one am I again?
You know what, Laugh Cooker? I think you're Banjo.
Banjo. Hell yeah.
But still, Army the Octopus holding up the rear. No, pretty good short kick. Still in nice.
Come on, Noob. Come on, Noob.
Noob.
Which one's Banjo again?
Come on,
Oh,
Sasha.
Army the Octopus jumped ahead. What the jump there, buddy?
Jock from Ireland. Jock from Ireland. Come on. Jock from Ireland.
Look at this. It's the Noob wins the race. So, Big Raj, you were totally wrong, but thanks for watching the show. It's always good.
Oh, well.
All right, guys. We're going to end the show. Just a reminder, we had a bunch of people watching the show, so we're going to write a fat check to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. We recommend that everybody else does the same, or find an organization that supports your feelings. And every non-for-profit needs some money right now to help get their message through all of the garbage. I wasn't going to do this, but you know what? It's our show. We're going to hashtag today's show. There's the hashtag, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the hashtag. If you want to talk about the show on the internet, please use our hashtag. This is the hashtag we invented and that you can use. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very exciting show. We have, I love this guy, very funny guy, from True TV's World's Dumbest, Mr. Jared Logan. And then from the Sunshine Boys and from the band Poi Dog Pondering, we have Doug Julian's going to come on the show and sing a song for us as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, every Tuesday night. One more thing I have to say before we go. Sorry to belabor the ending. Something you may not know is that every game that we play on the show, so from who is Wentz his Welmo, or who said creamy, or all those silly games, you can play those games at home from the comfort of your chair with your family and friends at talkinfunny2020.com. So go to our website, and we put a lot of work into these games to blow them in a 2-minute bit on streaming television. So we want you to replay those games and suck the value out of that amazing content at talkinfunny2020.com. Tonight's games will be up there momentarily. You can watch every old episode as well. But something else that's new is go to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe. What we've started to do is, besides putting all the episodes up there, we take all of our musical guest segments and we have put their own videos there, so you can listen to all the music and hear all the songs that were played on the show. And if you enjoy those 60-second montages, today's, for instance, very cute puppy dogs, you can watch all of those as well. So our celebrity endorsements, which there's more very exciting ones on their way. And you can, again, watch cute puppy dogs or clowns or bullies or all those funny montages and all the musical acts that we have on the show. And we've got some amazing musical acts coming in the next few weeks too. Hey, Maria Gaddy Smith says, love this, love you guys. Great show again, guys. Be safe. The race needs some TNA. It's got Banjo in her exposed boobie, but Elizabeth says the race needs some special music. I do not disagree. Elizabeth, you want to make that music? We will put it on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I've talked too much. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
I got a gal, she's 6 feet tall, sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. She's got a sister, she's tall and keen, she runs her tongue like an English queen. Bow wow, 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 I got those bow wow.